Good evening. Did we do the thing? We did the thing. Welcome back. It's time to clean my glasses. Good evening. Hi, Lauren. It's Jay Ryan. We're in the late night playset. It's 4:20 on the Cars and Comedy Show. This is going to be interesting. If you're here. I'm sorry already. I'm sorry, and I'm happy you're here. Very happy you're here. 420 means it's become a national holiday, apparently. When I was a kid, it was like something only a few people knew about, and now it seems to be just something that everybody celebrates. People have gone home from work early today. It seems like all the stores are bought out of all of their product. But it is indeed 420 Day. What that means for us is that we do not have a guest scheduled. We will be with you for the entire evening, at least an hour. However long that seems like, and we are going to be experimenting with the medicinal cannabis because this lady right over here, in the light over there, has multiple sclerosis and lots of medicine for such a thing. So tonight's 420, and that's what we're going to be doing. We're also going to be talking about. It's been a crazy 2 weeks. It really has for us. And tonight, I think, will be the night that we all sort of, at least the missus and I, sort of equalize and. Maybe I don't know, closure is not the right word, but I think like after tonight we'll feel a little bit better about things. But 2 weeks ago, our kitty got sick and sort of overnight had a stroke and a medical thing. And then it turns out she hung on for another week, and we got a week to say goodbye. So we're going to be telling you all of the things we did and how we spent that time tonight. It's not like a tribute to Meow Meow or anything, but that's what we're going to be doing. That and experimenting with the medicinal cannabis. All the way up in Canada is somebody who took his edible earlier so that it would kick in for the show. Hello, Canada Mike.
Greetings. I feel fantastic.
Happy anniversary to you, first of all. Happy anniversary to you and the Letterman podcast. It's a full year. Today is your 1 year anniversary. We'll talk all about that on this show as well as your very special guest that you have tomorrow morning. I'll let you tell everybody in a few minutes. But do you have anything special planned for this evening?
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I brought sugary snacks. I brought Pepsi made with real sugar. I bought a special vanilla coffee crisp and a strawberry arrow. So yeah, and planning on talking to you guys with these snacks. That's my plan.
I love it. All right, well, everybody, if you're still with us for the full hour, we appreciate it. And now's the time to go get your beverage, get your snacks, whatever you need for this 420 episode. We'll be back in 2 and 2. Kick us off, Will. Getting nervous. Too many things. Definitely not the night to let it bother you, that's for sure.
You are correct, sir.
This is definitely not the night to let anything bother you. Hi, Instagram. Sorry, I just made that worse. Oh, God! I'm the worst at this. Sorry, I just made it worse. Good evening. Welcome back. Hi, old guy at the desk. What's up? Thursday, April 20th. It's 4/20, 2023. Pretty lady to my right, your left. Hello, pretty lady. Anybody want a peanut?
I just checked the archives. That was the fastest snort in show history.
Oh, well, are we counting back to when the show really began or just now? Feel like I was like this again in the beginning. What's the lighting? Something's off in here. I don't know what it is. I can't tell. Doesn't feel right. Doesn't look right either. I'll have to figure that out.
You look great on the YouTube.
Oh, you're so nice. Thank you so much. How's it going, everybody? My glasses are dirty, and I don't know how that is because I remember cleaning them yesterday. How does that happen? Where was I? What did I do? Went to the pet crematorium using that thing.
Maybe.
Jeez. No. Well, here's a quick poll before we get this thing started off. What do you guys think of the glasses that have the cameras in them? Because I didn't like them until I tried on a pair the other day, and then I think I'm going to get some. Well, if I'm going to get I'm going to get some. What do you guys think of those things? How about you, Mike, or anybody else? Oh, let's see. Who's here already? Jay Franz. Shall I say hi? You shall. Thank you for doing so. Oh, get it? Hi. Now I get it. Yeah. Wrong week to stop sniffing glue. Picked the wrong week to quit amphetamines. Hilarious. Yeah, we're doing all that for real. Anyway, I didn't like him until Danny. Basically, I kind of like the Ray-Ban Wayfarer glasses are like the kind that I like. And anyway, they make them with a camera now, and it didn't seem like the thing I would be into, like the sort of thing I'd be into. What's the matter with me? Maybe I do need it. Here. Also, if I didn't mention already, it's 4:20, so I brought this out for the missus. We'll just figure this out in time, but I'll leave it here. Point being, I like the idea of having them when I'm driving because it could be recording the whole time in case of an incident like a dash cam does. I don't like dash cams. I don't like all that shit. It's a whole bunch of rigmarole. But if my fucking eyeglasses were always recording whatever I saw on a trip, and you don't need every single trip that way, but you just overwrite it. I kind of like the idea of that for safety. In case anything ever went wrong, ooh, they check the tape.
I like that idea. And I don't like that they look obviously camera glasses.
What?
I remember, I could be wrong, but there used to be a camera on the outside of the glasses.
People still have that. This is a different thing. But you're right. This sort of takes that and builds it into the glasses.
And I'm glad for that.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm down with all that. When it comes to the Google smart glasses and everything, I don't know. I understand all that. I don't really get all that. This isn't that. Anyway, so Danny had him down at Auto Kennel the other day. Great lag, by the way. Great lag. Sorry to mention. Didn't mention it on Tuesday. Great lag. Lazy Auto Kennel Gathering. And I tried them while I was playing with them, and I was like, I don't know. This I could actually maybe live with. And he told me how much they were, and I thought, well, I don't know about all that, but let me just go see what they are on Amazon. Amazon, they're 20% off and no interest financing for a year. And I was like, well, wait a second. It was $60 less. And then all of a sudden it was like, you could have them on Friday? Well, I'll just click that button. So we'll see. And they're totally returnable. We'll see how they are. We'll try them for a trip or two. I was thinking for the trip to, the long trip to
Smart.
San Francisco. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, I don't have to clean these. I'm getting new glasses. And they have the blue light, whatever I need from these, the blue cancel out stuff. Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry, everybody. I don't know what's going on with my head. I was really, really excited to do this, but I think I'm a little bit nervous too, and I think that's what's happening now. I'm a little bit nervous to have this on the desk. I'm a little bit nervous across the board.
I see it.
Fully legal. I have to say again, what we're doing here tonight is fully legal. You're totally allowed to talk about your dead cat. Nobody has a problem. That's a joke. All right, let's bring Mike in here. And we'll just do all of this shit together, whatever it is, because I don't want him to tune out with his edible there. I know how I
Oh,
use
no.
the edible.
I'm-
Sometimes you just
I'm
kind of get
alert.
really heavy and comfortable on the edible.
I'm riding the wave of excitement right now, and I am zeroed in and ultra focused on your show right now. It's lovely.
Yeah, I know. I'm worried about that though, because sometimes everything becomes like. Then I watch shit on television, but it's happening in real life all around me. Should we start here? You want a tic tac?
Yeah, I do.
All right. Do we want to? This is what you normally have. These Breeze tablets, but we tried this yesterday, which is basically the same company, but it's Rick Simpson oil. It's not just the THC, so it's full spectrum
Ooh.
tablet. Do you,
I want
or you can
the
have both. I don't care.
Spectrum.
Full spectrum.
Yeah.
All right. Let me give you 2 of those. Don't call me. You got a water over there? Not that you need it.
Yes.
I think these actually kind of dissolve in your mouth. I was waiting. I tried to get to a water yesterday, and it sort of, you know, like a vitamin does. Sort of like a vitamin. Take your vitamins. YouTube, you're already here. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, we did that one. My bad. Hi, Auto Kennel. I love you. Thanks, Auto Kennel, by the way. Yeah, those ones that you have, like Gen. But these are built into the Wayfarer, so I could just wear these glasses all the time. And then they can put your prescription in them too if you want to go that route and go full board.
I can't wait to do a podcast with somebody where the feed is both of us just looking at each other with our glasses. That's going to be interesting.
I already thought about that. I thought, is there a way that I could hook it up live to our system? Right now, I don't think there is. If there was an HDMI, I think I could work that out, and then we could have like J-Cam and Guest Cam for sure. I don't know.
The Apple glasses will probably hook into the switcher.
I don't know that there's a way to do it live, but certainly we could record it and then edit it together afterwards because we would have the footage. And apparently the footage is quite good. I don't know. We'll see. It's sometimes these things sound great. Like remember the DJI Osmo, the gimbal thing. Like, oh, look at this! I'm a Steadicam operator. I thought that was really cool, and it taught me how to edit. That's all it taught me how to do was edit. It didn't teach. I found that my own arm was a much better Steadicam from years of figuring out my own shit. That I ended up not needing it, and I think we either returned it or gave it. I think we gave it away to somebody like a young filmmaker, maybe Tori, somebody. I feel like this could be the same type of thing, except I'm not going to give it away. If it doesn't, if it's no good, it's going back. It's going back to Ray-Ban. But I'm interested. I'm intrigued. But they're not called smart glasses. They're called Ray-Ban Stories. Oh God, I hate that too. The Ray-Ban TikTok edition. God damn it. Ryan S. Happy 420. Happy 420 to you. All right. So what we started with here from Chill, by the way, our friends at the Chill Club, CHYLL. This is Blue Dream Full Spectrum Rick Simpson oil.
I love
tablets.
Blue Dream.
Tablets. I know you do. That's why I know you do. That's why I got this for you. and I know you liked whatever this weed is. That's why I got Jack Herrera. That's why I got that for you.
I love that one.
I know. You said on the show the other day that what you were dealing with was too heavy for you.
Yes.
So we got you some other stuff that's lighter.
And I like it. And then
Okay.
you pick the good ones.
All right. He's having a sugary beverage. Do you need any of that? We don't really do too much
No.
of that. Remember in the beginning when we first did it, it's like handfuls of cereal right out of the box because you don't know what you're doing. You're like, oh, I've never felt this way before. Oh, my God. Put on 20 pounds in a week. It's ridiculous. Auto Journey, do they have enough storage to record a drive? I was under the impression they only do short clips. Now you just all of a sudden, well, doesn't it record to your iPhone? I think it records. If what you're saying is right, I'm out and they're going straight back. But I thought that it records to your iPhone via, fucking blue fi. Y-tooth. I could be wrong about that, but he had a whole app and then it was all the files were there. Kind of like the DJI Osmo. In fact, it's probably exactly the same because why wouldn't it be? Anyway, we have some grind here. I have a pre-roll. There's a bong. I have, I thought I got more of these cones. I figured while we chat, maybe I could make some pre-rolls for you live on the show so people can see what I go through every week. What I go through. That sounds terrible. What the process is to make you, some rolls.
Sounds hard.
No, it's easy. Oh, that's my point.
I made it sound hard. I didn't mean to.
I know.
You're such a burden.
I know.
That's not what
I
I'm
want
saying at all.
everyone to know that it's not. It's bad, but it's not as bad as sometimes it seems.
Are you all right today? Because I feel like your words are...
My words are not working. That I have to retrain everything with new strains.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's interesting. What does that mean? Does that mean you're too reliant on the stuff? Or
No, it means it's all connected funny. So I have to re-go through everything. This strain makes me happier.
Oh,
So at least there's that underneath the chaos.
right. So we can't understand you, but at least you're happier in there than
So
usual.
sorry you can't.
No. Please,
Them.
I'm trying to take the whole thing in. But inside, you're feeling better.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's the most important part. So let's not get hung up on the first part because it doesn't matter if the second part's happening.
Yeah.
Can I say a
I
message
don't
from Instagram?
like sounding stupid.
Please do.
Speedster 37. Ken and I will see you a week from Friday. And Luft.
Let's see.
Speedster
Say the
37
handle
L
again.
Cooley.
Say the handle again.
Speedster 37 L Cooley.
I wish I knew who that was. Do I know who that is? Well, anyway, we'll see you there. Looking forward to that. There's a lot of crap going on. I was at Porsche Santa Clarita yesterday doing a pre-production meeting with Apex Dave over there. And that was fun. GVBC Takeover happening May 6th. It's 2 weekends away. It's the first Saturday in May. And if you're a GVBCer, come on out. It's at Porsche Santa Clarita. They have a huge Cars and Coffee. If you want your car featured in the Wonderground, send me a message. We only have spots for 20, so we can't fit that many. And I think we're already more than half full. But I want you there. And even if you're not down there, we'll put you somewhere else, or maybe we'll squeeze 25 in. Whatever we have to do, we want our people to be represented because we don't normally go out this often. We don't normally do this. You know, it's not normally a GVBC type thing to go hang out at another Cars and Coffee. But I'm really looking forward to it. They've been putting on a great show lately, and Apex Dave's great. And I met the GM of the dealership, whose name is escaping me right now, but he was very nice as well. Scott McCord. Very, very nice. I think that's Steve McCord. Scott McCord. Steve. Shit. Anyway, really nice guy. No disrespect. It's me. It's not you. I think here first, right? We start
Yes.
here first?
Thanks.
I know. You need it. I can tell. OM Ringer, we understand perfectly. Now, here's the question. Have you been denying yourself this, withholding the weed
No.
so that you could have it on the show? No, you're
No.
already going
I'm
the normal amount.
taking less consistently, but I didn't withhold today.
Okay. Do you ever, for like trying to time things for whether we're doing a public thing
Yeah.
or you do, yeah. Michael J. Fox used to have to do that when we did stuff with him. He would, he had his, there was Parkinson's medication or whatever that he was on, probably many medications, but they would have to, same as you, we would have to be very specific about the times you needed him so that you could back time it 6 to 12 hours based on whether it was a pill or shots or whatever he was going
Yeah.
through so that he could be okay for the interview or the appearance.
Yeah, it's a weird thing to do. Have to do math when you can't even think. So weird.
Yeah, that sucks. We watched
Yes.
Good Will Hunting the other day. What'd you think of that? As an adult, being with where you are now.
I liked it, but I forgot the details almost immediately.
You're kidding. Just
No,
didn't take it in.
I take it in, but I don't recall things as fast as I used to. But it's all there.
Do you think it's definitely in your long-term storage? Do you think that is a byproduct of the MS or the amount of weed that you consume? Both?
Both.
Yeah, okay. I think both too.
Can I ask a question?
Please.
Please.
Always. Especially tonight.
So watching Good Will Hunting, and I think if we're talking about Good Will Hunting, we all remember the scene at the end of the movie where Robin Williams grasps Matt Damon, so hard and says it's not your fault. My question is this.
You remember that part? I don't remember that part. Is that
You
in
don't
Good Will
remember the
Hunting?
part? It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. And then he starts crying.
The math kid from Harvard?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm just joking with you, buddy. Yes, of course. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm messing
Excellent.
with him because he's high.
By the way, I'm
He's
on
hilarious.
Stoner Patch Dummies tonight, 50 milligrams. So
50 milligrams?
That's my. Yeah, I go. I'm a champion sometimes.
Good for you.
Anyway, thanks, man. My question though is this: have you in your life ever had, and it's not your fault moment for a friend, and
Oh, yeah.
actually called back to that scene in that movie, and had them release on you?
Release on me, Jesus Christ. It's such a sweet moment. And I've had a lot of friends release on me, Mike. Yeah, I mean, I'm that guy. Okay, so among my friends, the other day I had a beautiful conversation with Byron Bowers. Right, Byron Bowers is a stand-up comedian who's been on the show. He's an insanely talented actor. He's a wonderful human being, and he's a very close friend of ours. He will share anything with me and me him. We were having a heart-to-heart on the mountain. This heart-to-heart happened in about 30 seconds. I don't know how we got into it. Like, we arrived, and it happened immediately after the hug. We were just already talking because it was the week our cat was ill, which we got to get to that, obviously. And we thought the cat would die while we were up there at Breakfast Club, but we were like, we've got to give her space, whatever. And Byron had just had a baby. Literally just had a baby. By the way, talk about the yin and yang of the universe. Like, one out, one in. He said, this is a very long, all of the answers to your questions are long, Mike. I apologize. I'm just like you. We are cut from the same cloth. So verbose.
Let's do it.
He said, he's like, you're so much more in touch with the emotional side of everything. Like, you're able to just speak what you're feeling, and it pulls that out of other people. Maybe it's an invitation. It's like, I'm sharing, you can too. Whatever it is, I've had that moment with every friend I have probably at some point in my life where they just they couldn't see it, but the friend can see it. The friend's on the outside. Goes with family members too, by the way. Had that as well. Yes, I've had friends and family members.
I knew the
release
answer
on
was
me,
going to be
Mike.
yes, and I've had it happen as well. Yeah, it's amazing to be the person that helps people in that profound a way. And I knew you're that guy, which is why I asked the question. And man, the smoke machine's been fixed, folks.
Yeah. Interesting you say that. We don't even have one, but this will do it.
That's what I'm saying, man. It looks great.
Boy, oh boy. Right off the bat. I just got it warmed up for her. It really gets me going.
You're so in a different place.
The real stuff gets me going, yeah. Oof. Man, oh man. I don't know why I brought up Good Will Hunting. Oh, the math. You said you had to do math. We watched that the other night. Some pretty complex math in Good Will Hunting. Yeah, this is where it gets weird. This is where I don't know if I always think I'm talking too much. So this is where the paranoia comes in, where it's like, you should shut up, but somebody has to say something. Let's see. So, meow meow. Let's talk about that. I mean, our close friends know, because it's kind of all we've been talking about it for a week and a half. But Jimmy, there's no Jimmy. Vinny Russo was here 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago, and he said, "Take care of that cat." And he said it like several times. 24, that's so old. I was like, well, she's in her 24th year. It's not 24 yet, whatever. He's like, still, take care of that cat. And at like 4 a.m, that cat woke me up. Full disclosure, I've been sleeping on the floor with that cat for quite a while she's been old and can't get on the bed and whatever. She needs me. And she woke me up we usually sleep up face to face. As pathetic as that is. And she was down by my feet. And I was like, "That's something's up." And I just could tell. And she had, she had peed the floor bed, our little picnic bed. There you go. And she wasn't moving, and I could tell that something was up. And then while I was trying to I got her some fresh water and whatever, and I was trying to kind of assess the situation, she kind of went into a seizure type of thing. And I've seen that before with other animals, and I kind of knew what to do, just, kind of hold them and work them through it. But I was so distraught because she was fine yesterday. Other than being really old, she was fine. And then I was up, from that point forward. By the way, I had stayed up really late that night because it was a show night, and then I have to make dinner, and then you have to get the show up. There's just a lot of work. So I was up till like 2 a.m. Then woken up at 4. Then up until I think maybe I sent you a message around 6:30, 7 a.m. It was still super early, but I knew you were awake.
Yeah.
And kind of just gave her the rundown, saying like, so here's the thing. I got to remind everybody, this was her cat. She brought this cat to the relationship. She saved this cat from a parking lot, and somebody brought it into work, or somebody found it in a parking lot and told you about it at work, and then you went and got it.
Emailed everyone. I was the only response she got.
Group email, and Nicole was the only one that responded. And that was BWR, is that right?
Yeah.
Back at the PR firm BWR. And you were new there. I mean, you were young, right? You're fresh out here.
It was my first week on the job.
Unbelievable. So was it 99 or was it 2000?
2000.
Okay, good. All right, good. So we had it right. I was like, maybe she is 24, almost 25. That would have been something. Anyway, so, then she kind of pulled herself together and came out, and I made that post a couple hours later where we thought, all right, well, today is going to be the day. It just seemed she was so different, and we were just so sad. And that was a Tuesday. No, Wednesday morning. Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. And gosh, we sort of put everything on hold. Any responsibilities we had or any kind of commitments, we sort of just said, hey, sorry, we're dealing with a little something here, and I'm not sure what's going to happen or how long it's going to take. But we thought it would be like a day.
Yeah, it went on.
We didn't do the show on Thursday because we were like, we couldn't believe she made it another day, and then we were really trying to assess, what do we do? Like, do we take this cat? She seems to love us. She doesn't seem to be in pain, but like, you don't ever want to even take that chance. You want to make sure that we want to be humane.
Good word.
There was the roller coaster of like, what do we do? She seems to want to be here with us, but we don't want her to. Ugh. It was
She
so much
seemed
emotion.
fine until she made any sound. And then it was like, what do we do? I figured out she was like a kid to me. I had known her for 20 years, some plus years.
Yeah.
And the other cat we had was like a pet. But this one was like a kid.
Yes.
I had her forever when I was younger, too.
You took her cross country a couple times on a plane, right?
Yeah.
To your parents and stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, so my grandparents' house also got lost in the basement.
This is a callback from before, but they understand you perfectly.
Oh,
right?
thank you.
We
I
understand
don't.
you perfectly.
Thank you.
Happy 420. Woohoo. Rusty Shackelford in Texas. Probably doing the same thing. So there was this whole thing of like, what the heck do we do? And of course, we want as much time as we can with her, but not at the selfishness of, whatever. You got it? You good? Mm-hmm. Okay. Not at the hand of being selfish just for our needs. So we decided to just hang in there. Oh, and it seemed to me that the meow, whatever the noise she would make, where she did sound to be like in pain, would be tied into the dehydration, because this cat, from the moment that I woke up on the floor with her, she never ate or drank anything again. That's a crazy thing to me, because she lasted almost a week. Every few minutes, I had the water bowl constantly refreshed and with us on the floor, and every few minutes I would dip my fingers in and get them sopping wet and rub them all over her gums and do it over like 10 times till she would get a little going, just from like I'd make sure her lips were all wet and the fur and everything, and she would just get a little of that, and then she would go to sleep for a little bit longer. and just be and like cuddle up with us, you know. And that's what some of the pictures you've seen.
I was gonna say you posted some great photos.
I'm gonna post more this week, and I'll stop after that. But I want everyone to know that all of the photos that I'm posting were taken that last week. So if you
Those
see
photos were beautiful.
thanks, man.
I gotta
Yeah.
say, they touched the heart, right in the heart, like on the inside. They were absolutely beautiful.
Thanks, man. There's no secret. I love that cat. I mean, like, maybe more than anyone else in the world. No offense. She understood me
know.
more than you did. You do.
I know.
It was crazy.
She was there for so many calls and hugs, and I cried so much with her when I was younger.
Got you through shit. So that's it.
Yeah.
All during your decline, she's been my best friend who's helped me go through it. And that's a weird thing that I did not realize until it was taken away. I was like, oh my gosh, you haven't been dealing with this alone at all. You've been putting a lot on that cat. And it's a weird thing.
Yeah, I imagine it's so much a
Where is
part
that
of.
coming from? Is that coming from Canada?
I know. It was crazy. She was there for so
I
many
don't know.
calls and hugs. And
Maybe Mike's on a delay.
What's that?
Can you hear all? Are we hearing? We can hear ourselves, but on a delay through Canada.
Hey, there's another guest here.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, now I see what's happening. How'd you do that?
That's not me.
Oh,
That
really?
is a surprise guest.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, it's definitely somebody we know. That's awesome. and
Let's see what's
beautiful.
behind door number 2.
That's awesome and beautiful.
Put the photo down, man. Come on, man. It's time for the reveal. Oh, no.
we can hear ourselves, but
Let's see who it is. Someone with a beautiful kitty cat, and someone who has the secret code to our studio.
The code name on the top of his screen is Don Gillfish.
So you must have given him a link then, I'm guessing, to the studio. Well,
Maybe.
this may be live from the cave then, folks. This may be live from New York. Oh, that's awesome.
There he is.
Oh, there he is. Look at that.
That's
Welcome.
amazing.
I'm all blurry.
Not on their end. You're fine.
Hi, Don
No,
Giller.
I really am blurry.
Everybody, this is quite a thing.
I'm
Making
so-
a very rare personal appearance,
So taken aback.
Mr. Don Giller,
Hi,
live from the
Don.
cave.
Well, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm high as a kite. That's why I'm so blurry.
This is Nicole's medicine. I'm just holding it for her. We got all nervous. Well, now I don't know what to say. Don, I've actually been to your cave. Do you remember that?
I try to block it out of my memory.
I think it might have been the same night that I got the wrong logbook for you. Did you ever get any of those
hang on
questions
a-
answered?
Hang on. This is not workable here on this end.
You hear that, Mike? Our setup's not good enough for Don's.
Well, I don't know if it's a microphone thing or.
I'm sure it's
I
on
don't know.
my end. No,
Oh, there we go. We can hear you and see you perfectly, Don. Just so you know.
yeah, but I see you, and it's like there's I see everybody now, but it's like I'm watching through a hurricane.
Yes,
window.
it's like that for me too. It's like that for me too. But the feed, it's perfect. Like you look great on YouTube.
Yeah, this is working well. Jay, a couple things. I wanted that was my a picture of Scooter, and I wanted to let you know we've all been there, and know that you're never alone when you go through stuff like this. And I say that so nonchalantly and unemotional, but I know what it's like. All right.
Yeah, it's a best friend. If you let it go there, and I did. I didn't realize that I really had, but I did. So it was a big loss. So anyway, I guess the whole thing, the reason we were telling this is that we're actually so grateful for how it all worked out. I don't think we could have had a better scenario for us or the cat.
I have to agree.
But so lucky. We didn't know that going through it. Just looking back, I think we were so lucky.
Felt weird and horrible, but it's the best thing ever
Yeah.
to have had that time.
Yeah. On and on. So we went to Breakfast Club on Friday, and then we were emotional wrecks because we left her, and we told everybody, well, the cat will probably be gone by the time we get back, and we were pretty good with that. And we made the decisions on the way back of what we were going to do, how we were going to handle it. We decided that one way or the other, that today was going to be the last day. We said if she's gone when we get there, great, and then we'll take her to the vet for cremation or whatever. And then if she's not gone, it'll probably be time to go, and we'll still take her to the vet for a peaceful goodbye. And we planned out how we would do it and everything because, Nicole can't walk. So we were like, do you want to stay in the car? And I'll just go get her and then bring her down. So, all right, so I'm coming down one way or the other, and she'll either be alive or dead, but we're going to the vet. I mean, it was like a crazy emotional thing that we psyched ourselves up for. We get back. I come upstairs. The cat's on, like, the death's door for sure. I'm like, she's going to die any second. She waited for us. I go downstairs. I bring Nicola. I go, all bets are off. Calling an audible, flag on the play.
So fast.
I
so
said,
quick.
we're going upstairs. I think she just wants to say goodbye. I think she wants to see you. She saw me. We had a moment. I think she wants to see you. That was Friday afternoon at like 12:30 p.m. And we had one hell of a night, one hell of a Saturday, one hell of a Sunday, and then Monday we kind of knew it would be the last day. And then Monday night is when she went. I can't believe how much time we got snuggling and holding and remembering and like talking to each other down off the ledge saying it's going to be okay, this is very natural, every living thing on earth goes through this. And I don't believe I've ever cried that much in my entire life. I was emotional privilege. I feel older and grayer and lighter.
Did she leave a will?
Mike, how come you're not this funny? That was great. She didn't leave a will. And that was the other thing, because everything we said that we wanted to do in the postmortem for this cat, we didn't end up doing. Well, first of all, I joked for years. I always said this cat is the most beautiful cat. We are committing a crime if you bury it or burn it. I go, you got to stuff it. We have to taxidermy this cat because she's so beautiful. And I was like joking at first, and then as I got to love her, I was getting more and more serious. I was like, look, she'll always be sleeping by the fireplace. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, we didn't do that. But the funny thing is, it'll be probably the last picture I post, I assume, just for obvious reasons. But I took... A lot of people will think this is weird. I thought it was weird doing it, but I'm still really happy I did. I took a couple pictures of her after she died because she was so beautiful and peaceful looking. We just did the brush out, and I clipped her nails and everything, like we were doing full pampering, right? And then when she did go, she was just laying there on a pillow, begging to stay in that position. Her eyes were open. Her eyes were open. I will show you this picture next week. It was the perfect opportunity. I will forever regret not taxidermying this cat. Wow. We didn't end up doing it. And then we said, all right, well, we're up in nature every week, and that's not something we're going to stop doing. And then there's a certain area that we stop every week just for a break. I happen to use the tree facilities for a second, but we just kind of catch our breath and equalize with all the people and stuff. It's basically where we go right before we pull into Breakfast Club. And we thought, oh, that would be a nice place. Now, you're not allowed to bury your pet on national forest land for sure. But we thought, all right, I don't think anybody's going to care if we scatter the ashes there or whatever. And then once we ended up doing the thing and going through the cremation, we were kind of like, well, this cat didn't want to leave us. Maybe we are supposed to hang on to the ashes. So I don't know what we're supposed to do with that, but here's now. She's in this beautiful bag, and we got a lovely card. Never gone through this before, but this is what happens if you
when you
go
have no
through this-
guests.
This process with Cal Pet. You can leave any time, Don. Certificate of cremation. This certificate will serve as notice that Meow Meow was cremated by Cal Pet Crematory on the 14th day of April 2023 as an expression of your gratitude for the unselfish devotion and companionship your pet shared with you. All over again. All over again. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Anyway. God damn it, we love this cat. This cat was the best. I'm sure everybody's cat's the best. What?
Don, were you going to say something?
I was thinking about it. The way I coped when my cat had to be put to sleep, I videotaped it, or I got the iPhone and I captured it. That's the only thing that kept me sane.
So you watched the actual moment?
Yeah, but I had her injected with the death serum.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want her to suffer. She was having a tough week, and any additional second was unbearable for me to see her suffering like that.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So to keep me together, I had this distraction of recording it. And then, of course, I had to put it on YouTube because who doesn't?
No, you didn't.
I did.
Is this something we could? Is it private?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. I can't pull it up live, but that would be hilarious to watch your cat die on our show talking about our cat dying.
It's comedy plus. It's hilarity.
Did your cat leave a will?
She did. And I spent a week cleaning it up.
I don't think our cat was intending to go ever. I think once we passed 15, I was like, oh, well, this is something here. And then I said, if we get to 20, we're going for it. And we got to 20. And then like 21 came and went, 22 came and went, 23 came and went. I was like, we have what is going to be the world's oldest cat at some point. And we looked it up, and I guess the record was 38, which is holy shit old. If we hit 25, I mean, I don't know.
I don't know how to link it. So it's titled Scooter 2005 to 2014.
Oh, that was going to be the answer to my question then. Oh, I can do that math. Is that only 9 years, Donz?
I can read your mind. I have that power.
Is that only 9 years?
Yeah, this was a short one. And that's what made it more tragic, because I had a first one who lived to be 19 and a half, almost as old as yours. And that was okay because of the length of time that she had. This one was tougher because it was only 9 years. And the only the fun part is that she died on December 13th, 2014, which is 12/13/14. So
wild.
it's an easy date to remember.
Well, I guess if you did it, I mean, it's kind of like a C-section, right?
Yeah, for me, it was like a
someone
C-section.
with that birthday.
Oh, we do?
I've had 3 C-sections. Thank you so much for reminding me.
Did you name her after the popular Muppets cartoon character?
Yeah. Let's go with that.
In 2005, Scooter was not very popular.
I had trouble thinking of a name. I had her for a week, and then on the news, there's this guy named Scooter Libby who had just been indicted, or he was in the news. And I said, well, there it is. It's staring right in front of me, Scooter.
That's hilarious.
So that's where I named it. Yeah. No, I'm kidding. I'm making everything up.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Your credibility is dropping by the second. How is the archive, Donz? What are you doing to keep yourself busy?
I never had any to begin with, so it's okay.
What are you doing to keep yourself busy?
I can't. No, I'm not.
Wow, it's a hell of a night.
Other than being pestered by me.
Data assignments that I get from pants people.
Oh,
Uh, that's infrequent. Usually, I just stay up till 6 in the morning and then wake up at 2 and then think about breakfast that I'll eat at 5.
what current shows are you watching and logging? It was always more than just Letterman.
None,
Really? Oh God,
none.
that's depressing.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I know, but it solidifies my feeling too of there's nothing worth watching, which bums me out.
Yeah.
Well, maybe, but that's. I mean, other people differ. It's just that I don't have any. It just doesn't interest me.
Yeah.
And uh, I mean, the last stuff I watched was Better Call Saul. Um, what's I can't even think of the name. The one in Arkansas with what's his face and what's her face.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. I don't know if I know the Arkansas one, but Better Call
It's
Saul
called
is
the
excellent.
Clintons.
Ah, shit! I gotta look it up.
The Clintons?
Yeah, the
Aren't they
Clintons.
from Arkansas?
No.
Good Lord.
Yeah, this is fun.
I think I never expected this in a million years. This is amazing. I'm just going with it. I think it's funny that it happened on a night I probably won't remember.
I think it's a hallucination.
Well, obviously this is your doing, mister.
Yeah, surprised.
Yeah, I'll say.
Ozark. That was it.
Oh, you said Arkansas. It takes place in the
I
Ozarks.
say Ozark.
Laura Linney, yeah.
With Laura Linney is the what's her
And
face
Bateman.
that's the what's his face. Good job.
I'm good
Oh,
for
where-
fair
are the
level,
Ozarks
but
in
I'm
Nevada?
great
What are you
with those
saying?
things.
Can't listen to everybody. Oh, no. Oh, no. We'll have to work the bugs out of this.
I'm watching old movies,
Okay.
I'm watching Band of Brothers for like the 10th time because I just feel like watching it.
Yeah, well, again, quality. You're drawn to quality.
No, I'm drawn to boredom.
Did you do you do you get out of the house at all these days? I mean, since the COVID of it all.
That's a good one.
Yeah. You got yourself a webcam. That's new. You didn't have that when I was there.
Oh yeah. No, what I remember mostly is meeting up with you and Heather at Rockefeller Center and touring the facilities there. This was in 1999,
Yep.
and
It was right before I moved to
I
LA.
remember. Yeah, and the most bizarre place that you took us to, and I don't think you knew was there. It was Command Central, somewhere in the bowels of 30 Rock, where we came across this huge room and this guy with around 30 monitors, just controlling what we all see on the airwaves.
Oh, Master Control we
and-
went to. Yes.
Yeah. And the other part was we were walking through 8H while a repeat of SNL was airing on NBC. And I thought that was weird.
Yeah.
Um,
We were in the room while everyone else was watching a repeat live.
yeah, and I'm killing myself for not taking any of the tapes that were scattered about. There are all these VHS tapes.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
feel like we were above that. We weren't the type. I had already done what I had done, and I was kind of already
Well,
regretting that.
Yeah, well, there was a Conan jacket I remember what got suddenly missing.
But did it get missing?
Yes.
Oh, it did. Yeah. All right. So that
Yeah.
story's true. I
Because,
thought so. Remember, I
yeah.
told you. I go. I think, but I'm not sure. Yeah. All right. So that
Yeah.
one's true. All right. Good to
No,
know.
you walked with authority, so everyone thought it was legit. So okay, fine.
Yeah. No, that sounds like me, especially back
Yeah.
then. And I knew everybody.
But the place was empty then. I mean, there was nobody there, except monitors watching us in the hallways.
So 99, it would have been early Conan, the first few years of Conan.
Yeah, and we went to Rosie O'Donnell's set.
Yes.
and Time and Again, which was this little closet, and
That was
NBC News.
That was like a like a film vault, right? That one.
Well, we went to the I remember we went to the record library,
record
and
library. Okay.
and we almost opened the emergency door. You know, when that would not be wise. and we ended up in the other half of the building where all the what I was looking for, but we couldn't find anything. We just found a bunch of folders and binders, but that was it. And then it was later. It was a few months later when you went upstairs and found what I was not looking for.
Yeah, what a bummer. I thought,
Yeah.
he was looking for some kind of logbook, and I go, oh, I got it, and he was like, yeah, this isn't. And he was so excited. He was, oh, that's amazing, thank God. And it wasn't the right thing at all. I don't know what I was doing.
I probably shouldn't be talking about this because all tens of your listeners will know about this. So
well, this will be put into a cutaway, I'm sure, and then it may be hundreds. Who knows? Yeah, that was a wild night. Those were the drinking days too. I was just a kid, man. Good Lord, I was right before I moved to Los Angeles. I mean, so I was a kid, like a really immature kid.
Cannot.
Who knew his way around 30 Rock perfectly? Knew every security guard, every cleaning person.
That was
you
the
gave me
thing.
a
Every story had a real hook. Like nothing was fake.
Right. Oh yeah. No. Correct. What were you going to say, Don?
I was going to say you gave. I was going to go fetch for it, but I think I know where it is. But it would mean leaving this. I know this place will go. This will go into the toilet once I'm gone. You gave me a pass to Late Show. It was and you scribbled on it Donz, which was really helpful.
I think I got those when I was fake interning there. Was it red? Is it red?
Yeah.
I still have mine as well. It's hanging over there.
Yeah, and you scribbled on it Donz. I figured that'll get me in.
Here's the irony. I think that was one of my jobs as a fake intern, was like writing the things on and giving them to people. So of course I had one. I used to give tickets, like stuff envelopes with tickets. Oh my God. Oh God.
I also knew.
Oh my
We didn't get into any of that when Barbara Gaines and Walter were here. We didn't get into any of that when we were here and they were talking about it. Good Lord. God dang.
You didn't talk about the fake internship with them?
Didn't get to it, Mike. It took an hour to talk about the microphone story.
What microphone story? Tell us.
Oh, should I start from the beginning?
Oh, please do.
All right, from the top. It's like the rules from Double Dare. All right, let's do it with me. When I was a kid.
You'd be Andy Kaufman-esque right now if you told the whole story. That's something Andy Kaufman would do.
Yeah, it is for sure. I, too, will roll a joint to enjoy with you guys medicinally. Thank you, Rusty Shackelford. Everything looks great on this end here in Texas. Thank you. Dom's Garage, meow meow. I miss her. I only met her a few times, but she was so sweet, and I always made time. And I always made time to sit on the ground with her. Oh yeah, you did. Thank you, buddy. Meow meow. I miss her. Oh wow, he did that twice. All right, it went through twice. Thank you, buddy. Oh, very sweet. I don't know what to do.
You know who's going to be kicking himself for not knowing this is going on right now? Darren. Darren Cox is. If he were live right now on Facebook, he'd be freaking out knowing that the three of us are talking together.
But he's not.
He loves us all.
What you mean, we paleface?
I would like to bring something up. You guys are pretty keen-eyed viewers. And I'm assuming you both watch the Letterman YouTube channel, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Did anyone else? I've got a call in with Walter, but did anyone else happen to notice in the background the other day when they were at their offices that there was a new setup in the background?
The outdoor one?
No,
Nope.
the indoor.
Yep, Donz
No,
knows
I
what I'm
didn't
talking
see it.
about. There was a table with a bunch of microphones on it, as though there is a podcast.
Oh yes, I
coming.
did see that. Yes.
Walter, if there's any chance you're watching this, I want to be involved at that. I want to be a producer. I want to help you somehow. Somehow. You know, the Conan show, they've got some guy on there that isn't really one of them, but he's like started as a fan or whatever, and now he's kind of a moderator. You need one of those guys.
Hello, I'm Barbara Gaines. This is Mary.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Oh my God.
Don's pulled it up
Oh my
live.
God.
He knows. You see that table in the background there over Dave's left shoulder.
Yep.
So that could be a really cool thing to look forward to. Definitely don't want to start any rumors, but that's sure what it looks like to me.
What, you want to steal them too?
I know where that is. I know all about that. Booking my flight. Hilarious.
Somebody commented on one of a recent Dave YouTube clip about the microphone and whatever happened to it. And so I just said it got stolen.
Wait, somebody
And I gave them-
asked on a YouTube clip?
Yeah, I mean, it was a comment.
That's what I mean. Was it
Underneath-
a friendly? Was it somebody we know who asked that, or did somebody
No,
genuinely
just
care?
someone who genuinely cared about what happened to that microphone. So I gave him your name and address and police precinct number, and so I would change the locks.
Well, we talked about that. Yeah, whatever. I guess it'll all come out at some point. But we talked about. Barbara was like, I could just take it and give it to him. She's like, if you want me to. I was like, you tell me, Barbara. You tell me how this story goes. I know what I see in my head, but it hasn't happened yet.
Mike, did you talk about the article?
No, I haven't.
But we should, because I saw it right before we went to air, and I didn't get to read it yet, but I posted a comment about it, about your wife, who knows you so well. She has 10 reasons that she wants to tell everybody. However, she started with 1 and ended with 10, and that was like a...
Yep.
I go, how the heck can she
Also,
be your wife and not start with 10? But anyway, it's beautiful. Please tell us all about it.
Okay, so when I had Paul in here, and by the way...
did he
Don
come in
Giller,
person?
What's that? No,
Did he-
sorry. When we were doing the podcast, when we were filming, and Don Giller, by the way, saved that episode. He's all over that episode, and he helped save that episode. It was really, really, really good because Don was there. But anyway, halfway through the podcast, a reporter from one of our local publications came into the room and watched me record the rest of the episode with Paul. And then we had about a 45-minute conversation after that. And she was just blown away by all of this stuff and wrote a really nice article that needs about 8 or 9 pretty major corrections. One of which being they called Rupert G. Rupert Lee. Other than that, it was a really sweet thing, and it timed really well because the Letterman website went live today. The Letterman podcast website went live today.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
And our episode, thank you. And our episode with Paul tomorrow, we've had a whole bunch of good luck messages. Carter Bays, I'm recording with tomorrow, who helped create How I Met Your Mother. I record with him tomorrow. So lots of
What's
good
his
shit
Letterman
going
connection?
on. Yeah.
What's his Letterman connection?
He wrote Many Mailbags with Craig Thomas.
Oh, wow. Okay. Very cool.
And you're
wow.
blasting Candy. You don't even know who he is.
I'm blasting Candy? I don't even know what that means.
No, because you got the list of the chronology, the sequence wrong, and you
Oh,
don't know who
Candy.
Candy is.
I see.
I blasted some candy earlier, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm thinking
We're a
of the
little-
Strangelows.
We're a little slow out west, Donz. You'll have to forgive us.
In
Well,
my
it's
head, I
420.
saw candy corn.
I saw candy. Yeah, it's some sort of candy. Snickers and Kit Kats and shit.
Halloween.
Yeah, good point. He's saying if you're going to give her crap about 10, counting down from 10 to 1, then you should know the writers of The Late Show. Yeah, I don't know what my problem is. I have such... I know
I have
there's
a list.
lot. Please, feel free to chime in. I don't know
I will.
where the issue comes, but it's weird the stuff I know so well and the stuff I couldn't care less about. And it's very, very strange. I'll tell you anything about the production of that show, but you're like, oh, a writer who did all these famous bits? I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that floor of the building existed. Not
Carter
literally,
will
but...
if
Carter
I
will
thought
appreciate
I
that.
knew anything, I got the sense that I knew it, and I didn't want to be around it if I didn't like it.
I think what it was a bunch of smart people, and I was a little idiot. So it probably just didn't resonate with me. What were you going to say, Don?
Oh, that he'll really appreciate the fact that you didn't care to know who he was.
Is this more sarcasm? You're laying it on pretty thick tonight.
Well, I got a lot of catching up to do.
I feel like you're happy to talk to people.
That's because I don't go out. I'm very much isolated.
I am so great. I'm so happy and grateful that you have a strong recollection of that night, because it's one of those things. I was a kid. I had just learned about drinking, and I was drinking that night, and I was very fond of. I can't remember what was her handle. What was Heather's handle?
Esmeralda.
Esmeralda 4. Gee whiz, good job. I was so fond of her. She was such a great, awesome person, awesome friend, and I just have a lot of fondness of that time. But it was tumultuous period. 3 years of my life are a blur because of everything that happened. Because everything fucking happened, and that was the tail end of it. Literally, probably weeks or days before I moved across country.
She also gave me the password to your AOL account.
Oh, I still have an AOL account?
Well, you had it then.
Oh, you gave it? How would she get
gave
it?
me your password to your AOL account.
I wonder why. What was in there? What did you want? You little weirdo.
No, it was I. and it's probably still your password, so I'm not going to say anything. I'm not
Oh,
gonna
good
say
call.
it.
Yeah, that's a good point. It probably is. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I haven't seen her since then. I don't think. I remember we went out to dinner once, and that was about it.
She maybe I feel like 10 years ago or something. I knew you, but it was early, and she asked about. No, she was already married and stuff. It's not weird. It's not one of those stories. But she asked about moving out west. I think she and her husband maybe were thinking about moving out west or something, and I was not so keen on LA at the time, and I was like, I don't know, it's a fucking bullshit if you like liar. I was like, I don't know.
I didn't even know she. I didn't even know she was married. That's great.
Yeah, as last time I talked to her, she was married. I'm pretty sure with kids too, and just one of the sweetest, nicest people. Her mom was so nice. She
Yeah.
lived in Queens. You know how these are people from the old AOL chat group, whatever, the alt fans and whatever, alt fan Letterman.
Oh.
Or maybe it was the AOL group, but it was the same thing early on. What about
I have a
Monica
picture of
Bay?
her
Whatever
somewhere.
happened to her? Pants Mon.
We also went our separate ways. She moved to Connecticut, and now she's back in the Bay Area. And that's all
Oh,
I
no
know.
kidding.
I haven't spoken to her since, I think, 2001, maybe. 2000 was the last time I talked to her.
She was all over the what do we call those, chat rooms? Chat rooms in the old days. Chat room. Man, we all were. God damn. Think about what we do
You're
now.
good at
We used
this.
to go home to do that, to be able to talk to other people who were into the same thing that we were into at night. It was so weird. Now everybody's got the whole goddamn world in their hand all the time.
All the time.
But it was so neat. It was groundbreaking at the time. It was so neat.
Just recently, I found, before AOL, there was CompuServe, and there was a Letterman
had that.
message board on CompuServe.
Oh, wow. That was before my time.
Oh,
I mean, I remember
and I
CompuServe, but I didn't know
found,
there was Letterman on it.
yeah, and this was, I found an exchange that, of course, I kept. It was right when A&E was just beginning to syndicate
Late
late
night.
nights that Shecky had been producing.
Is this like a Telnet thing?
Is Telnet related to Nine Inch Nails?
Oh, God.
He's Canadian, Donz. You'll have to excuse him. He's very, very polite, though.
It's the beard.
He's also hopped up on drugs and sugar.
I really am. This is my favorite episode of all time.
Yeah, they alert the affiliates. We're going long.
You won't remember a damn thing about it.
I love this episode.
Yeah, I can't believe we're still recording. It's hilarious to me.
I've got a picture of Heather, but Lord knows where it is. I was looking for it here. It was
She
1998.
literally drove me to the airport, like to go across
That's not the only
to
thing
move
she
cross
drove
country.
you.
Wow.
Oh, that's nice. Where would it be? I'll probably find it the second that you finally kick me out.
I'm not going to kick you out. I've been waiting 20 years to talk to you. I tried to get you on the phone to talk to you about all this Letterman stuff like 5 years ago, but you were going through your own health stuff at that time, and I'm really, really happy that you seem to be doing well now.
I blocked you. That was a long, long time ago.
Oh, that's right. That health stuff was a ruse. I forgot.
Yeah.
He's been fine. He's been fine. Sorry, Jay. I died of cancer 6 months ago.
But he's okay.
Yeah, but he's okay.
I don't know. I'm not going to find it here and now, so forget it. But yeah, no, it's a nice picture.
Did we ever go to the late show together?
I think I don't think they would have allowed that. No, I don't. The only no. I mean, obviously not.
Obviously not. Obviously.
I'm trying
Don't
to
even
think
ask such a
of
ridiculous question.
our interactions. I don't think we're never at the Sullivan Theater. I don't think.
No, I don't think so either. That's why I was.
Yeah.
I don't know why that would be though. That's a weird thing. It's only online at 30 Rock or at your place.
And your password.
Yeah, that's a weird one. Why did you need
You
my
could read all your
password?
emails. No, we kind of distanced ourselves because I got pissed at you because you were spreading
It's getting juicy.
at the time, as it felt to me, about George Miller's health, and little did I know that you were dead on about it.
Oh my God, Don, I forgot all about that. And as an adult, I actually would have to take
And
your
I sent you
side
some
on
tapes.
this. I would have to agree
I
with you.
remember I sent you some tapes and you never reimbursed me for it.
Oh, that sounds worse. Wait, what?
I'm going to start calling you Vasquez.
Oh yeah. Way to hurt me. Way to hurt me. I think I still have the. No, I think it's in the office now. I had the name thing from my little. Here, I got the picture though. Show people.
So
what
I
you're
felt
talking
bad about blowing you off when you were only just spreading facts and I was refusing to believe it. Oh, there he is.
Well, that was a bummer. That was a bummer. But I can't believe you remember that. That was when I first moved out here, and come to think of it, that must have been right after we had that evening. I'm trying to put us all back here. Everybody get back in your boxes. There you go. Okay, so what happened was, remember when I first moved out here, I was hanging out at the Laugh Factory a lot.
Yeah.
Like you know what, how I am. Once I've got friends there, it's kind of like, well, why would I go anywhere else? I got my friends over here. So one night, this is probably in my first month or two here, George Miller came in to perform, and he looked old. He looked like something was up, and I can't remember if it was the next night or shortly thereafter. Then Jamie Masada, the owner of the Laugh Factory, was talking to somebody who I can't place now, but it was somebody big enough that he was talking to Jamie. Somebody in comedy. I just can't remember what comedian it was. And talking about George's health and how what I had seen was dead on, and he had very little time left, and he had cancer. But this was not a publicly known thing. So what Donz is talking about is I was telling people in the Letterman, in our little group there, saying like, hey, you should watch George on Letterman tonight, because it seemed like maybe a month later or sometime later he was going to be on Letterman. And he was running the set at the Laugh Factory, it turned out, whatever. So I said, hey, if you want to see George, this is probably, don't miss this one, basically. And these days would be equated to outing somebody. Not okay. So I have to agree with you there, Donz. I would have been, I would have felt the same way.
As a former publicist, you're a dick. Like, that's
Yeah,
awful.
now this wasn't a public place. It wasn't like Facebook
that-
now where it's just open to everybody, but still it's not my place to be saying it. I did have the information and it was good.
That's all I mean. It would just wreak havoc on whoever had to deal.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't believe you remember that. God dang. Wow.
I have 293 IMs from you. That's when you were called WWP space J. Ryan.
Oh, I thought it was TV Boy. WWP TV Boy.
And this is let me see if I can read one. Let's see if we can embarrass you further.
Oh, God, it's going to be bad. I mean, you think I'm a little know-it-all now. You should have seen me as a kid when I really thought I knew it all. Now I know I don't know
I
anything.
cannot imagine.
Well, it was weird because remember, I always had access. I was on the inside, and he knew that.
It's so creepy to know anyone else that knows how real that is.
Because I always had access, and I didn't give a fuck about the rules.
And
What is that, Lawrence table? That's mine tonight. What the fuck is wrong with you?
No, but the stories are so good.
It's funny how 30 years later you get the proof on the other side, like, oh yeah, that did happen. Anyway, go on. What'd you find?
Well,
Sure
no,
it's nothing good.
I'm just let's open. They're from 90.
I think you're the one who told me that ridiculous had an I in it. I think I used to spell it with an E, and I think you were like, just so you
That I
know,
don't know.
because I used to say it all the time, so I'm spelling it wrong all the time. And I'm pretty sure that you were the one that corrected me. And
Don
I
corrects my
think
grammar all the time.
I feel like it was done also that I said what I don't know what LOL means, and they said laughing out loud, and I was like, no, really, I don't know. Just tell me,
Yeah, that was a mistake.
because I'm such
should
an idiot.
never
Like I
accept
couldn't see.
Yeah, these are all from 1999. And
That's when you
2000.
cut me off. That's when I told everybody about George Miller, and you cut me off. Wow, I had no idea that you even cut me off. Now I feel like an idiot.
Oh no, it was a combination of that, and also I had dubbed you some tapes, and you never reimbursed me.
Now that sounds terrible. Tell me about it though, because I don't remember that.
There's not much else to say. You know, you're a hateful person.
Right, obviously. And
You have no shame.
no, but what were the
And,
what tapes did I need? Did I ask
you
you for
can't spell.
shows? 'Cause I can't-
I guess that I can't remember. I'd have to.
But for the life of me, I don't remember ever doing that.
Yeah.
I can't think of what I would have. I mean, there's so many shows I would ask you for, but like,
I may
Would it
be
have been the
confusing.
microphone clip?
And I may be confusing you for the other Jay Ryan.
yeah, right. Obviously.
Yeah.
No, I'm not trying to look. I'm all about taking responsibility for my behavior at this point in life. I just don't remember this one in particular.
Is there a chance it would have been the microphone footage?
No, I don't think so. No, I mean this. Look.
The only reason I say no is because Donz was pretty pissed when he found out about that recently.
Well, no, you see, all right, I need to address this because I didn't think it was quite fair that you were blasting me and I couldn't respond. You brought it up on your Facebook page,
Brought what up?
the mic.
Oh yeah. Well, we talked. I told the whole story here on the show.
Yeah. Oh, you did?
Oh,
I missed
yeah.
it. Tell it again.
Oh, geez. From the top. I don't know. Third base.
Was this Dave's mic?
You're just jealous. Do you have, we can't hang on to this stuff forever. Do you have room in your cave for a desk and chairs? You could put your computer on it.
Excuse me. Letterman podcast over here.
What do you want? We're not talking to you. Go away. I
They'll
was
make room.
given. I was given one of the Ed Sullivan chairs.
Oh, that's cool.
And
The
and
theater
I had
chairs.
Yeah, and I mean, excuse me, the audience chairs.
Yeah. Yeah, not
Yeah.
Ed Sullivan's chair.
Right.
That would be weird.
Yeah, no, because you can smell that chair. That's old and
Jesus
moldy
Christ.
and you don't
Commissar
wanna
has
know
that
about
one.
that.
Oh, we should talk about that. Don't let me
Anyway.
forget, Mike. Don't let me forget. After Donz is done.
Okay, but if I'm responsible for you forgetting, it'll be the best night of my life. I had no room for it, so I had to give it to somebody else. So yeah,
Oh,
I
you're
got
kidding.
plenty of space.
You now I can't help but notice. You digitized everything, but you didn't get rid of any of your tapes.
Oh, well, I mean, hello.
Right.
I can't. We're breaking up. Can't. What?
Yeah, right. Exactly. Every time.
No, of course no. That's very good. Point on you. Tell Mike your story before you forget.
Please.
What was it?
You forgot.
Yeah, I said remind me. I don't remember. I know that there was a story, but remind me what it was.
I don't know what it was. You said I'll tell it after Don finishes his silliness.
Are you done?
Yes.
Mike mentioned, oh, God dang. You know what? I don't want to do it on the show yet. I got to talk to Walter first. Because I got to talk to Commissar, but I got to talk to Walter first before I talk to Commissar, and then I can tell you.
Walter,
I'll tell you.
okay?
Here's what I can tell you. Here's what I can tell you.
Walter's over. He says it's fine. You can say.
Here's what I can tell you, and it's pretty big news. There is a huge entertainment auction happening very, very soon here in Los Angeles. And a lot of the Commissar collection will be in that auction because James Commissar lost access to his big warehouse recently. We've known about this for quite some time, probably 6 months or so.
That's a shame.
He had to make a lot of very difficult decisions about what to keep, what to let go of. He's keeping a lot of his small things and letting go of a lot of the large things. I'm not going to say what some of those things are, but obviously you can probably all connect the dots.
I can't because I don't know who he is.
Well, I mean, you got a computer.
No,
Anyway.
I'm looking it up now. Oh, the Commissar collection?
Yeah,
Museum
exactly.
of Television, world's largest television. Okay, got it.
Yeah. So that's going to be very, very interesting to watch coming up here soon because for the first time since 1992 and 3 will things be seen again in public. Anyway, what's up, Mike?
A stupid
Well,
question.
you've got space.
But are there
I'm sorry,
reserves?
I don't have any of those details yet.
Gotcha. Okay.
Just that there is a something to look out for soon.
Because I'll chip in, a couple $100.
You've got plenty of space. You don't have a cat anymore. You got space now.
Oh, what a dick! What a dick! I mean, it is true. A lot less space, a lot less weight too.
You don't have a litter box?
Do you want to? Oh no, I got rid of all that stuff. I cannot live like you at all. I have got to get rid of everything. It's like museum over here. Not that it's that nice, but it's that clean. I think I don't know. Do you want to scatter the ashes? Do we keep the ashes? What did you do, Donz? Did you cremate? Did you bury? What did you do?
Yeah, I cremated. I still have them.
Okay. So a precedent has been set.
I have a cabinet of all 15 cat cremations.
Do you really?
And
Like
they're
your
under
Academy
a stack
Awards?
of late show, anniversary specials.
Yeah. No, just two. They're. In fact, I was going to pull one out, but it's behind and they're inaccessible. They're just buried somewhere, so I can't get at them.
This is probably a stupid question, but do you have those old Good Times videos anniversary specials?
Yes.
I feel like you recorded everything. I didn't know if you'd have the store-bought shit.
You want me to get it?
No, but I really enjoyed those. I liked those. I can't remember what they gave them out at Blockbuster or something, and that was the first place I heard of them. And then I couldn't find the other ones. I went to every video store. I never had every single one, but it was like the best ofs, and they were VHS cassettes.
There was a best of 2 shows per tape plus, and then there was the anniversary shows.
Yep.
In fact, I used the Gilda Radner appearance from '83, I think. When I put up a Gilda Radner YouTube upload, I used that. And it wasn't protected. It was easy to digitize. There was no warning. And now I'm going to jail.
Hey, Don. I wish I would have asked Paul about when he was in love with Gilda Radner.
Is Mike still here?
Yeah.
Which one's Mike?
That's the one that you stole.
I like Oh, I nice. He won't let that go. I like that, Mike. I thought maybe for a second that you had Paul Schaefer there in person. I feel like that's something you should work
Oh.
towards.
Not yet.
You know, Mike, either next time or don't, because it's something that he's already talked about. So why? I mean, the whole point, or at least for me, the whole point of you talking to these people is
Ask new
these
stuff.
listeners hearing something new, and
Yeah.
rather than have him regurgitate stuff. I mean, you already know how he feels, so why ask him again?
Okay, so here's a question about that. When he and I spoke about Andy Kaufman, was that something that people knew, or was that an okay?
I'll have to watch tomorrow. I don't remember what he said.
Jay, we talked about Tony Clifton.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You know what? It was kind of old news.
Okay.
Here's what I'm running
But,
into these
you know,
days,
but
Donz.
it
You
was
and
towards the
I.
beginning, so it wasn't. You know, and we were all. You were just getting your feet wet, as was he. So that wasn't a big deal. I'm sorry.
Okay.
No, here's what I'm running into lately. I'm with you in that I like to hear new stuff, but what I'm running into with people is that they don't remember any of the stuff that you and I remember. So while it's annoyingly regurgitated for us, sometimes there's a whole new segment of people who didn't have access to it previously. Obviously, the Letterman podcast,
that
I take
all
your
the-
point. But
I
here,
get that all
anyway,
the time.
Go
Yeah, no,
ahead.
I get that all the time on both my channel and the Dave channel, where people will ask a question and I'll give them a little tutorial. You know, here's what happened, and here's
Yep.
why your facts could be helped with some, with some context.
Do you
And
have those things I mean, are they cut and paste at this point because you've had to do it so many times?
I'm not that. I don't know how to. I don't know how to cut and paste.
It's a print shop feature.
Hey, can I contribute to this conversation?
I have McPaint.
We've been waiting.
Today, on one of the Letterman somethings on the Facebooks, there was a guy who asked about. He was like baffled at the fact that Letterman and Paul could show up on Seinfeld's set, have the sandwich thing, and then leave and go back to the show. And he was like flabbergasted by that. Why would NBC allow this and all that? And I mean, I don't know the dates and times the way that you guys do, but anecdotally, I chimed in. Well, this was one of the times when the Late Show went to California and they went on like 4 or 5 different shows and all that. And it was cool to hear. I imagine this guy being in his 20s, and he wants to get into things the way that we got into things when we were, that age, and they're getting into this stuff now, and I find that very fun.
Yeah, that's a good point, because I mean, I get sometimes impatient with people just not having any history of this at all, but at the same time, they want to learn this stuff because they never lived it at the time, and it's like I remember I was teaching music humanities in the early '80s, and I would be playing some outtakes for some Beatle tracks, and some students would come up to me and said, "Hey, that's not from the released album." And I'm thinking, you're 11. How do you know this? No, I mean, they weren't 11. They were like 18, 19, 20. But this is like the 1982. Anyway, the fact that they were aware of this stuff was heartening. So yeah, it's a valid contrapoint to the impatience of explaining the simplest basic things to people who shouldn't need to be told you should know better, because how can they not know? I mean, I've got people above me who were born in 2002.
Yep.
So this is going nowhere. Pipe in, Jay, whenever you want. It's your show. Is there a commercial break? Where is he? Is he gone? Oh no, he's still there. All right.
Oh, Oh, so delicious. It's a hot sauce made by bears. Garlic and serrano mixed with love and care. You can put it on your eggs, pour it on your rice. It's great on a leg, it's better on a slice. It's oh so delicious. It's the hot sauce made by bears. Oh, so delicious hot sauce. Great on everything except oatmeal.
Get your bottle today at ohsodelicious.org. $1 from every bottle sold goes to the National Military Family Association.
Are we back? Thank you, Paul.
And we're
Well
back.
played, sir. Well played, sir.
I like it. Where can I get this? This is I'm watching the delay on the iPad, and so the commercial's on here now.
Yeah.
Is that you?
The hot sauce made by bears. And there's bubbles.
I was just watching. Have you guys ever seen Vinny's animation of Dave's bear story?
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Was that actually broadcast? Because I don't remember.
Oh, how
Vinny
would I have
told
seen
me.
it if
I
it
don't
wasn't?
think it
I
was.
assumed it was. Maybe
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
How would
'Cause
I
I
have seen
found
it
it-
unless you posted it?
Okay.
No, I didn't post it.
I posted it. I can't.
Oh, okay.
I can't. I can't say much more than this. But the family of the guy who helped Dave was also given that videotape, and I believe it might have even been made for them as a thank you, and they got a bunch of other stuff as a thank you as well.
Okay. I'm looking up something here.
Donz is looking up something.
It's Chisholm, right?
It's Chisholm, yeah.
Okay.
2 Z's, 2 Z's.
There's no Z's.
Did you know that we call Z's Zeds, Don?
Yeah.
Right on.
This is a really weird show. I don't know what the hell's happening. I can't believe I'm like catching
Yeah,
up with
it's
somebody I
great.
haven't talked to in, what is it, 23
Yeah, I
years,
don't
it
see
sounds
that.
like. Smoking weed.
Hopped
with
up
my
on
wife.
goofballs.
Right, exactly. How do you feel from this, from the other one, and from the tablets?
I love this always, but I don't physically feel things like other people seem to.
Okay. Because your wires are all crossed.
Totally.
Holy crap. It is really. Woo! Good grief.
I'm not the most traditional person, so nothing. And thusly, things don't affect me typically. So I have to figure everything out, and every time everything changes. So I've stopped trying to organize because I can't remember.
What a win-win situation you got going there, huh?
I just need to remember to be in the moment.
Yeah.
And that's your thing, so I have a constant reminder.
I've been thinking about this a lot lately. I have been that way my whole life. Don't worry about it. It went away. I have been that way my whole life, living in now we call it mindful, living in the moment, present, all that stuff. But I've been whatever that is my whole life. I think for me it was trauma-based, drama-based. It was probably a survival thing. But it is very strange to me that everyone else is just getting hip to it. And I don't think I'm so smart. I think what it comes down to is I'm an idiot.
Well, you're not alone.
I
'cause
only
you're
know
not the
how to
only
live
one.
in the present moment. Like, I can't fathom living in the future. How would you do that?
You're not alone in thinking that. So don't feel so isolated.
Really?
Yeah, we all think you're an idiot.
Yeah, okay, right. Yeah, sure. Nobody wants to feel alone.
Yeah.
Mike, how has your week-long anniversary been going?
Oh my gosh, it's been so much fun. I've had a few conversations with folks like off camera who are going to be coming on camera soon, and they're having fun with it. I did an episode with a faxer who ended up going to Late Late Show with Craig Kilborn, and then ended up at Everybody Loves Raymond. His name is Adam Lorenzo. So that was great. Like I said, Carter Bays, and then a bunch of thank yous from people, including Dawn. Dawn videotaped me a thank you or a happy anniversary message, and I was just blown away by that. So yeah, it's been fantastic. I had a 40-minute conversation with O'Donnell today.
Rosie?
He's prepping Steve O'Donnell.
How's she doing? I haven't seen her in
Not
ages.
Rosie.
I see.
Yeah, I asked her about the Norm Macdonald joke. Yeah, it's been fantastic. Thank you for asking. It's just, I'm blown away by it all. The website, Paul, just I'm so thankful to you guys, because this is not a me, it's a we thing. And there's a whole bunch of people who have helped. So the guy who built the website was a fan, and he did it for free. And it's a really good looking website. It's
wow.
crazy.
And it's live now. We can go to it.
The LettermanPodcast.com. We're still making some tweaks, but it is live. Yeah.
Very cool. Congratulations. I'm glad you thanked him, and that gives me an opportunity to thank our guy, Devin, who's been doing the cut downs for this show, which I guess get traction, which is nice. Thank you so much to Devin, because he's same thing as you. He just watches the show, and he was happy to do. It's what he does for a living, so he was happy to do it for a while for us. So we really, really appreciate it.
It's so awesome.
I met a kid.
Are you?
Go ahead.
No, Mike, is it Mike?
Mark. Yeah.
Are you including those other two things that you were sent?
In the Paul episode?
Jeremy and
Jeremy
Steve.
Weiner and absolutely Dave Rogalski.
So are you including them tomorrow?
No, tomorrow Steve Youngs is on the.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, that's and Jeremy's sometime later, and Dave's sometime later.
Yeah, and O'Donnell's sending me one too, so that's going to be fun.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, I'm sorry. Forgive me, Jay.
This must be a recording schedule, not an airing schedule, because tomorrow's episode is Paul Schaefer, yes?
The what Don's referring to is the happy anniversary messages that keep showing up from former writers. And so tomorrow's episode starts with the happy anniversary message from Steve Young.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And you got one
so
from
did
Kathy,
you have
right?
them? Did you have them? I don't understand. Did they all take it upon themselves to send you a happy message? How did this all happen?
A couple of them did, so when Steve saw Jeremy's, he decided to up the ante.
I see.
So that was kind of cool.
Writers
Don
will
did
be
his
writers.
on his own
I
accord.
understand. You know why I was asking?
Oh yeah.
Because sometimes producers have a way of producing things.
Oh yeah.
I got $60 out of this.
Oh, nice! Wow, that's excellent.
It was a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, Jay. There was a little bit of producing for sure.
I mean, you're good at it. I'm not trying to. You hope you know I'm not shitting on it.
Not at all.
Not shitting on your producing your anniversary.
It's actually the promotion skill. It's the wrestling promoter in me.
Yeah, that's the part I don't have and irks me till the day I die.
I know.
But it's the part that you do very, very well.
And I appreciate you accepting me into your fold despite my, skill that can grate like a cheese grater sometimes.
No. That's a two-way street. Thank you for tolerating. We have our own idiosyncrasies over here, okay?
Oh.
Nobody's perfect.
Did you get the Shecky tape? I'll take that as a yes.
No, it wasn't a miss. It made me think of when I was talking to O'Donnell today.
Mike,
and I
Don
told
Giller
him-
asked you a question.
No, it was a joke, and
Did you get the Shecky tape?
That was a joke, wasn't it, Don?
Of course it was.
Yeah, yeah,
Thanks,
R.I.P.
Jay.
R.I.P. to Shecky, everybody.
yeah. Well, I told O'Donnell today, he's helping me for a future guest, and he's giving me like 3 or 4 really cool little rabbit holes to go down. And something occurred to me, and I said to him, I said, "Oh man, this is very, very much like a conversation I would have with Shecky all the time."
Oh.
And it was like it really hit me hard, and I miss that guy every damn day. He was so good, and he just a lot of the interns. He would talk about the interns that he hired, and how when they would win and move up, including Mary, he was just so proud, like they were his kids, and I fucking miss him every day.
Yeah, no, I think about him every day too, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well,
sorry for your guys. No, you guys both lost a personal friend. I'm so sorry for both of yours loss.
We weren't.
That might even be right, but it sounded awful. Both of yours lost.
Yeah. I'm still looking for him. No, he and I were not that socially close, and I don't want to give any impression that we were best of friends. We weren't.
That's what Don said on the podcast. He said that me and Shecky were best friends. You heard it here first, folks. That's what Don Giller said.
I said that me and Jay were best friends.
Do you mean me? Because Barbara said Jay, and she was right behind me, and I thought for some reason she must have meant Leno because it was a weird thing. We had a whole moment. Do you mean me?
No, I meant Jay Johnson.
Dang it! I knew it. Is he on the East Coast or the West Coast?
He's working for Seth Meyers.
Yeah.
Oh, that's East Coast. Bummer.
I'm hoping when I go out there in June that one of those guys will give me either him or Grossman will get me into 30 Rock on the Thursday night.
How long
we
do you plan to be
we can
there?
get you into 30 Rock. What do you want to do? You always, let me tell you something. You really don't utilize me very well because you needed to get to Bert Kreischer and you fucking made videos and sent them all over the internet and you didn't tell me who his opener was, who's a personal friend of ours. I could have gotten you into Bert Kreischer's hand.
Yeah, I didn't know. It wasn't announced because Ian only joined him for a few shows, and so we didn't know he was the opener. But putting the video on Twitter, that was I got that idea from you. You told me I should do that.
Well, because I couldn't help because I said I don't know Bert Kreischer.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Tom Segura, but he's going to be not well enough to be like, hey, can you? My fucking friend lives in Canada. Can you?
Yeah, no, that's too much. Yeah, but Ian,
Ian, we know very well. I mean, we've spent 4th of July cookouts at his house. I mean, I've known him for years.
Yeah.
Him, I could be like, hey, I got a friend. He's from Canada. Wants to come to the show. Can you record the video thing? And then Bert would do it just because Ian was doing it.
Yeah, but that's okay because this way I get to know Ian on my own, like first, because we saw him at the show and that's where we connected, which was amazing. And I can't wait to make the connection with him when he comes on our show with you.
Good.
I want to make that connection. I'm excited about that. But
oh no, you don't need to. No,
Boy,
you've already got it. It's great. I just mean like I could have gotten you what you needed out of that.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And I appreciate that.
So what do you want to do at 30 Rock? You just want a tour? Really, I give the best tour.
No, I want to hang out with Grossman and Ellenberg in the writer's room of the Tonight Show.
Oh, see,
Jay has.
I've never been up there.
Jay has keys to 30 Rock, and I know they haven't changed the locks.
Why did you have my internet password? Well, that's so bizarre to me now. Now that I know that you actually were like kind of had a pissed off thing. But if you think I asked you for tapes and then didn't give you money for tapes, like that's a weird thing.
But the nice thing is that you're not letting it go.
Well, it just popped into my head again. It just came back. It just came around again.
No, it wasn't your internet. It was your AOL password.
Was it like for the shows that I was in attendance at? Like, when I was a kid, I was there for a couple of the shows.
It was.
There you go.
It was exactly that. And you remembered that. Let's move on.
Oh, he's fucking with me because I recorded the ones I was at with
Of course.
Aunt Catherine and with the by the way, one of those, he doesn't care. He doesn't care. He doesn't care at all.
Was it Kathleen Anchors?
Yeah, it was Kathleen Anchors.
Was what Kathleen Anchors?
Was that the tapes that you were asking about?
Oh,
yeah.
No, I've never asked him for tapes. He's got me confused with somebody. Is it possible you have me confused with somebody? Is it even possible? Because I'd love to own up to this, but I just don't remember it.
Yeah,
Or why I wouldn't pay you for like that's a weird thing.
and there's interest.
Yeah, you definitely have mine.
I don't remember what tapes they were.
bummer.
I'll see if I can find them in this collection of IMs and emails and see what I can find.
No,
Because this is a
hang
priority.
on. But I think
You
your
got it?
timing might be off. Might it have been 2001? Because I do think I remember being at David E. Kelly's The Practice, and they wanted. We talked. I think this did happen, but I think you remembered it a little bit differently. I think it was the first show back after 9/11, and I think we were talking about it in the office, and the executives wanted to see the tape, and we called CBS, and they were like, "You got to call the show for that," and I was like, "Call the show? I'm just gonna get my buddy over here online." I think it was that. Does that ring a bell? But we had tons of tapes.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
But why would we not give you a tape back? That's a weird thing.
That's
Because I remember that, and then I remember taking it personally when it arrived via FedEx on our account. I remember taking it. I can't believe I remember this. It's all coming back to me. This stuff's amazing. I took it downstairs from the 3rd floor down to the 2nd floor to post-production, where they put it in the rack and they dubbed, a ton of copies of them, and then we literally put them in everybody's inbox around the whole. We made like 30 copies of it, like you would like a call sheet or a script, and everybody got a copy of it. Man, you actually you actually created a beautiful thing.
Well, that's why I mentioned it.
I'm
No,
pretty,
the only correspondence that I can find here are from 1999 and 2000. So that would
you
have
cut
been
me off
before
after
that.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Must have been
then I
snail
said,
mail after that.
that's my friend George Miller he's talking about.
Oh, R.I.P. to George Miller. God dang. I was right, by the way. It turned out I was right. He was sick, and because the
Yeah,
information was
no,
good. It was
and I
coming.
said I felt bad about that because
Hey, Jay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Don. I apologize.
No,
You
go
cut
ahead.
out for there for a second.
Just jump in, Canada.
Okay.
Quit being so polite, eh?
I would love the next time Dreesen's on your show. I would love you to tell that story to him.
About George Miller?
Yeah.
Well, it's sort of embarrassing. It doesn't paint me in a very
I think
good
he'd be
light.
touched by it.
Oh, that I wanted the fans to know?
No. I think he'd be touched with the idea that you saw him near the end and whatnot. I think there'd be something there. They loved each other, right?
I guess, but I mean, he was probably, I don't know. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I certainly wouldn't want to withhold it if it truly was a moment. To me, it sounds a little weird, but maybe I haven't thought it through.
Yeah, I
Tom
don't know.
Dreesen just did. I want to shout out to the Media Pod podcast, which shoots right around the corner from us. It's Fritz Coleman, who he used to be a weather guy out here,
weather guy.
and he's a stand-up comedian.
Whoa.
But he hosts that with some other people right around the corner here in Toluca Lake, and they just had Tom Dreesen on this week, and it made me think of Tom Dreesen and reaching out to him and having him back because he only lives around the corner, and he's a great guest. Like the best guest. I just need to learn to shut the fuck up and let him go.
I like him a lot.
Yeah,
Look
he's
forward
amazing.
to that.
Shout out to Tom Dreesen, man. All right.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I don't know if it makes sense to that because the thing is, yes, I was there and I saw him, and then yes, Jamie, I got the information because I was there with Jamie, but like it's sort of, and then I told my internet friends, who was like this little collective group that became Dave. I feel like all those people became Dave Con. When did you guys start doing Dave Con? What year?
It was scattered about. I think the first official one was in '99. The picture I was looking for with Heather was a smaller gathering the year before, and then I remember there were smaller groupings with Marilyn Sargent and a woman named Eileen, and I think Monica.
It must have been right when I was leaving.
In '97, I was at Steve O'Donnell's place with Monica and a friend of hers who was a Cleveland friend of Steve's named Jean. That was '97. But I think the first group gathering or the major group gathering was in '99. I think.
Yeah.
So
I never participated in any of that, but I was always kind of I thought it was.
no,
neat.
there's a reason for that. Yeah.
Yeah, they waited till I moved before they started doing those.
Yeah. No, we had your pictures on the wall.
Oh, that's so hilarious.
The coast is clear, folks.
It's so hilarious. I don't understand how the access how I stumbled upon and then utilized, but not the right way as a kid, you know?
Might it have been through Heather?
What?
You falling in with whatever gang of misfits we were?
No, it was
99?
definitely through that AOL chat room, whatever that Letterman room was that we all used to be in. Because I just remember coming home at night and jumping on there and talking to all my friends who wanted to talk about the same shit I wanted to talk about. It was crazy. That's what I mean. When the internet was new and that wasn't regular in life, you used to have to just tolerate everybody, and you couldn't concentrate on the things you liked all the time like you can now.
And there was no Usernet. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. I mean, that's how it started for me. But yeah, I feel like I don't.
I'm so grateful for this show.
What was that thing you said, Mike? A telnet?
Yeah, Telnet.
What is that?
Well, it's like the early incarnation of the internet, which was basically just text.
Well, that's what CompuServe was.
Yeah,
but it wasn't Telnet.
It might be the same thing. It might be a Canada-US thing.
Yeah.
Telnet was like a business professional version of CompuServe.
Oh, there you go.
But it's before the web, right?
I remember we used to call
so.
Yeah. Okay.
We used to call it a telephone.
They were all they were all their own little webs at first, right? It was like you're either on the Prodigy web or the CompuServe web or whatever before the World Wide Web, and then we were just all connected to the fucking Netscape Navigator and whatever it was back then.
Yeah.
And the IRCs and the ICQs.
220, 221, whatever it takes. Mike, do you have any questions for me and Don Giller now that you are hearing how far back we go?
Are you kidding me? I'm just fascinated by this. This is literally my favorite show ever. I'm so grateful for this. I can't wait to share this. I can't wait to particularly share this show with like the Letterman podcast audience and whatnot. This is so cool, and I'm very, very happy. So that's my note, and I'll do this anytime with you guys. This is awesome.
Do you guys remember the episode where we were doing the telethon and then Ariel got here and then all of a sudden it was a whole different thing? That's what happened tonight. Like we thought we were just going to chill out and do this whole thing, and then a kitty cat jumps in. I thought it was an echo from Canada. It turns out it was New York on the line. One thing leads to another, and now we're doing a whole retro show with Don Giller. Totally dedicated to Letterman dumb.
You're going to double your viewership to 10.
You're such a dick. You're such a dick. I've never tried to push that button. I don't know how. I wouldn't know how to. I only know how to do this and set it all up. If you came here, Don, I actually think you'd fucking love it. I really do. I think you'd wish there was someone else sitting behind the thing here, but I think you'd really dig it. Oh, hey, somebody's saving up for a flight. Very nice.
Someone's paying me to be here.
Mike, seriously, was there anything? I feel like this is your moment. And you just came into focus.
Are you talking to me or Dawn?
You, Mike.
Oh God, I thought you were talking to Dawn.
No, back to you. I'm saying this is your moment. You've got us both here.
It is my moment. I love this.
I mean,
so much. This
listen,
is like,
most people know.
You think I interrupt?
Almost everybody knows that Donz is like the historian, the log, the guy, the librarian, the historian. People know me as the other side of that. I'm the physical asset guy. I know where all the things are. You know what I mean? Like I've always been interested in the production of it all. I could do the other half. Together, you have everything here. What can we do for you? We're at your service. Order up.
You got his mic?
And I look at myself as the Chris Farley of the group, who just likes to say, "Hey, wasn't that awesome when this happened?"
Yeah. Well,
there we go.
We like that too. You know.
I'm the Ray Stantz of the group, and that's okay.
Great question.
Yeah. Oh, you're messing with me.
Oh, so worth it. So worth it.
No, like, I'm just enjoying the ride. Like, I got no question. I just enjoy being in the moment with you guys right now. This is so much fun.
I know, you're high as a kite. This is what I told him it would happen. I told him at some point you're just going to be watching it on TV. He's like, I love this show. This is the best show ever. I love it. I called it. Almost 2 hours in.
And not once have either of you used the word manifest as a verb.
Yeah. How about awesome? How do you feel about awesome?
I've said that many times. I'm conscious of it now when I say it in front of Don.
And LOL. I love LOL.
and emoticons. You love them too.
Oh, man. Sign me up.
Well, Donz, you have the number now.
Yeah.
I feel like this might get dangerous. I'll have to make sure I don't leave the room open by accident. The studio's here all the time.
Nah, I'll behave. I'm not coming on again.
Oh, what a dick. God damn. I thought we had having a moment.
There's tonight's expression. You're a dick. There's our name.
That's what it's going to be. You're a dick with Don Giller. Oh, my God. You could have a podcast. I'm just saying.
Yep.
I know where there's a studio that's apparently building one in the middle of Manhattan. Well, downtown Manhattan. Don, safe question, I'm assuming. Still living in the same place?
Yep.
Are you literally in the same area of the same place? Like, is that literally the little cove, Eve, that little nook?
Yeah. The Earth Station.
Yeah. I take comfort in knowing that he's there. There's a weird... It's like Carson being on the air.
I get that. I totally get that.
I take pity.
Well, we all like that. You do it so that we all kind of attach to whatever you're feeling.
Yeah, well, that's
you're
what's
captivating.
most important to me is what makes you happy.
Oh, I'll take it.
And Nicole, and more Nicole
Sarcastic
than
or
you.
not.
I don't really care about you. I want Nicole
Always
to be
more
happy.
Nicole than Jay.
Yeah, the hell with you.
Yeah.
And besides, she's high as a kite right now, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I feel fine. Oh, were we supposed to do anything tonight? Thank you to Auto Kennel for sponsoring the Switcher Studio. That was awesome. I will say this as well. We need new iPhones because the crap updates and then our shit doesn't anymore. So if anybody has anything iPhone 11 Pro or newer, we'll take it. That's a few years old now, so somebody might have one of those in the drawer. It's not like a big ask of, like it's still worth a lot of money at the trade-in or whatever, so it's possible. So yeah. So
I have an actual question. Actual question for you, Jay.
Yeah, please.
Whatever happened to Reggie Watts? Weren't you supposed to have him on, or did I miss it?
No, you're right. He ended up having to fly out to England the same night that he was going to be on, and he's been wrapping up the late show since. We're likely going to, I haven't told you this, but we're likely going to go to one of the last tapings next week.
Cool.
Before, I know it's going to be a crazy ass stupid busy week. Car goes into TLG on Monday, probably go to late show on Wednesday after we do our show Tuesday. Thursday we do a show and or don't do a show because we have to drive to San Francisco to do GVBC there on Friday. Anyway, big week. He's fine, but he's busy as hell right now because he's losing his job. So he's out there, working a lot on the road.
You know what will help his career?
Being on this?
Cutting his hair?
There you go.
Oh, really? I thought that was his signature thing.
Joking. And here's another serious question. I know it's odd to hear that from me. If you do get into the show, will there be special accommodations for Nicole?
At Late Show?
Seating arrangements and such.
Oh yeah, if we go, we can be wherever we want to be. If we want to be in the audience, we could be there. If we want to be backstage, we could be there. If we want to sit in the green room, we could be there. It's whatever she wants. But yes.
Okay.
I mean, she brings her own chair with her, which is very convenient in that type of a situation. But where we could be positioned is, I would imagine, whatever we asked for. I mean, we've been to that show a bunch of times, but it's always with clients. We were always backstage because you had people on the show. Craig Robinson was probably the last one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe.
And they really liked that too. And in fact, who booked it was Sheila Rogers who worked on
yeah.
Letterman. She booked that appearance. I remember.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, don't let Reggie see that I did this. There you go.
The truth is, he usually pops into the live, so he may have just watched it.
Oh, good. Reggie, I love you. You're the best.
Last night, his band performed on the show, and it was incredible.
I want to see the clip. Tell me about it. I only
It was
heard about
fantastic. Like,
Okay.
it was rock and roll, but it was also soul, and it was. I wouldn't quite even call it pop. It was too cool to be pop. I absolutely loved the performance. I'm going to watch it multiple times on the PVR. I'm watching all the last late shows, but this one here was really good. And I love how much they've been highlighting Reggie on the show. I'm having Josh Robert Thompson on the Letterman podcast in a couple of weeks. And we talked a lot about his transition out of the Jeffrey Peterson role and where he's at and how he sprung from that. And it's got me thinking about Reggie a lot. So I hope he's really busy really soon.
He's been busy nonstop. I think that's my point. I think he's taking all the work he can, while it's here right now. Because, that's an artist mentality anyway. But having a late night show is a good gig. It's a good gig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially because he had the freedom to do all of the other things,
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, he'll be fine. I mean, nobody's worried about him. I mean, he's so stinking talented, and luckily everybody loves him. Don, are you a fan? Are you not a fan? I don't care. I'm just curious.
You just have to edit it out. I mean, he's a superb musician. I'm indifferent about the performances.
Oh, okay. So you didn't really care if he was here or not?
Nah, I didn't give a crap.
Okay. Because I could refer you to his two previous appearances if you actually came, but I wouldn't imagine so. Okay.
Yeah, you should know me by now.
Hilarious.
I met him at GVBC. What a kind man.
Say it again?
I met him at GVBC the day I was there. What a kind man.
Oh, good. Yeah. Super, super kind. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just warm individual in general. I mean, you know how it is. We met and we were best friends in 5 minutes. He's just kind of got that effect on people. I don't think I'm alone. And
That's
as
nice
Don's
to hear.
pointed out, I'm not special. My mommy said I was special.
You're special.
Are you going to do a Rupert shout out?
Yeah. Thanks for being the producer. Your only source for officially licensed Late Show with David Letterman merchandise is, of course, the Hello Deli. I'm wearing the hat. Mike's holding up the mug and wearing the shirt. Say hi to Rupert. Jump online. Go to hello-deli.com. While you're there, say hi for Nicole because...
I cannot.
Yeah. Today it's a little rough, but as someone pointed out, they can hear you. Oh, this is good. I missed it before, but here we go. Jay, you ignorant slut. I'll take it. Back to that's an SNL. It's an old early SNL callback. I have an extra Samsung Gallery S20e. Congratulations. Quit bragging. Good for you. Oh, good for you.
He wants to donate it to you.
I know, but I need an iPhone.
Oh, right. Okay.
I mean, I literally can't be less needed here. So to me, it sounds like he's bragging, but I will appreciate your generosity wholeheartedly. Thank you, Ryan. It's so cool. Awesome. GVBC merchandise is available, and lifestyle gear, excuse me. GVBC lifestyle gear is available at DualShift, DuelShift.com, or at Instagram. Byron Bauer's Spiritual N-Word, his special on Hulu, is wonderful. We highly recommend it. Go check it out. Or if you're in the LA area, go see him live. He's out at the Comedy Store all the time, byronbowers.com. He's also back on set. He's shooting a show again or a movie or something. So he's been working. Busy. Adam Ferrara is on tour currently. Go to adamferrara.com for his dates. GVBC tomorrow is at Mill Creek Summit, where it was last week, Plan B, where it probably will be for a while. And let's see, GVBC the week after will still happen there at Mill Creek Summit here in Los Angeles, but it will also concurrently happen in the San Francisco Bay Area up at the Loma Mar Store and Market, which is in Loma Mar, California. I am exhausted. And then the week after that, GVBC on Saturday, May 6th, will be at Santa Clarita Cars and Coffee. People will be sick of GVBC. No more good vibes. We're sick of it. Can't you just be an asshole? Be careful what you wish for. Yeah. Yes, we can.
Can I tell you about my dream?
Absolutely, buddy. I'd love to hear about your dream.
I dreamt a few nights ago that I dreamt that I had the Bronco at GVBC, and it was one of my favorite dreams ever.
Okay. All right. Now you are being Chris Farley. That's hilarious. That was adorable.
Yeah, that's sad.
That was adorable.
It's the truth. I can't wait to bring it there.
No, but I mean it. I know. I get it. I get it. I have been that guy. I am that guy inside. I totally get it. God damn. I do love you. I love you so much. You're so real. Like you're so whatever's there is really right there. Whatever Byron said about me, I'm saying it about him.
Well, the feeling is more than mutual, sir.
Yeah. Grateful for that. No, I mean that. I meant it. If it didn't seem like I meant it, I did mean it. Fucking, what are you doing to me?
This is one of the best days I've ever had. Like, it's such a good day.
I was.
Yes, haha, I get it. Oh, wow. All right. Sweet. All right. Ryan S. is coming to San Francisco. I don't know why that's funny, Ryan S. She's laughing. There was no joke.
I just find you funny.
Yeah, I know.
Sometimes.
We predicted
And
this.
I'm so
You find me
sorry.
funnier when you're high and when I'm high. So that's what's going on here. This is not entertaining for anyone else.
I disagree.
All right. Well, Don says no. You say yes. Mike is in a
didn't
resounding
say
yes.
anything.
So maybe you guys are right.
I'm keeping my mouth shut.
Wow. Well, Don Giller, I feel like I do owe you an apology about the George Miller thing, even though the info was good, because I still stand by the argument. As an adult, I like your position better.
The apology is unwanted. It's on my end, not yours.
Oh, wait. So we figured out the tape thing, but why didn't we reimburse you for tapes? That's a weird one. And then why
Because you're a dick.
That's how David E. Kelly made all his money.
That's what we would do. That's what we would do. Yeah. You hit up all the fan sites, because they're loaded with fucking VHSs. That's a weird one. I wonder if I fucked it up somehow. I mean, obviously, but I wonder how. I want to know what I did. Because I'm pretty impressed with myself for even remembering the story, because it was definitely not what we all thought it might be.
Yeah, I think the porn tapes came later.
Yeah, right. That I do remember.
I mean, how can you not forget?
All right, did we do the thing, Mike? I'm exhausted. This has been a weird one. I'm so grateful for it, but I'll have to watch it again someday, see what happened.
I can't wait. This was fantastic, and I love everybody here.
Yeah, tomorrow on the Letterman podcast, you have...
Paul Schaefer and Don Giller, and it's a fantastic episode.
Ooh, Don Giller's getting overexposed. I
doing
don't know
that.
if I need to see that. I just spent 2 hours with Don Giller. Maybe I'll watch it
At
next
last, we agree.
week. Watch it next week. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed your tour and of NBC back in 1999. And
That was great.
And I do remember going to Master Control because that guy was like the only guy in the building in that department in the building. So what Don said about like there was one guy on the button for NBC, that was the guy, and it was pretty cool because we were like, he was like not expecting to see us. I was like, oh yeah, I'm very much just giving him a tour. I mean, I had my pass and everything, but it's not like I was working there that day. I just literally brought my friends up to show them around. So funny.
All I know is that Conan keeps on calling me and asks where his jacket is.
It's hilarious. I don't remember that as much as I remember the time I brought my mom through that hallway and everybody was gone home for the day except for Conan, who was in his dressing room in the 6A hallway, standing there in the mirror with no shirt on, just his after his street clothes pants on, and he was brushing his hair in the mirror singing a song, and I walked by and I was like, God damn it, of all the times this never fucking happened. I mean, this literally never happens. So I just, hey, and he goes, hey, because we do, and yes. So she's right behind me and she stops in the doorway and she goes, hello. And he's like, hello.
And you know why he was topless.
I was so embarrassed. That's why she stopped, because that's my mother. But it was so embarrassing. Now, Conan didn't give a shit. I think he probably thought it was funny, but I was fucking mortified. He's probably getting ready, like he did something, a post tape, or he's going out to dinner afterwards or something like that. So he just took a shower. Oh, no one's supposed to be there. Like, why is this dipshit PA giving a goddamn tour with his mom at nighttime?
Your mom
and my mom, who is probably watching. Shout out to Mom.
Hello.
Is she still around? Your mom?
Yes, Don, she is. She'll outlive us all. She's in Florida. We've had her on the show. If you want to get an insight as to why I am me, you can check that out. It may be time to do it again. We haven't talked in a while, and I need to rectify that anyway. I guess we could do it here. That sounds more painful than doing what we did here tonight, so we'll just have to
send her some blank tapes.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Care of Don Giller.
Well, no, you leave my name on it, but that'll clear up everything you two got going against you.
Do you still use, like, what would be the modern day equivalent of that I could make up for it, or at least bill David E. Kelly and see if he see what it was. Like, would it be a hard drive nowadays? Would it be a flash drive? Money for whatever I'd be happy to do that. What were VHS tapes plus whatever the interest is for? This would have been 22 years.
Somebody call Radio Shack.
22. No, we just need to find out what the amount is, and then I'll PayPal it or Venmo it or whatever the digital version is. I would love to clear this up, especially if you've been holding on to it, because I do feel badly about that. The George Miller one.
I worked in a record store in San Francisco in 1974, and there was a Radio Shack next door. This was in downtown San Francisco, or not really downtown, but and we would barter. What was in my store? What
I don't
was
even
in the
know
store
her.
I worked in? And what was in the store he worked in? And by the end of my time working at the record store, I was home with this gigantic antenna from Radio Shack, and he got maybe 10 records.
So it wasn't a
Would
very
you like
even
an
trade,
antenna,
is
a
your
giant
point?
antenna?
It wasn't an even trade, is your point? Or
Well, no, just that we traded to begin with.
oh, okay.
I love that.
Yeah, I'm only
He
saying
doesn't.
this
He'll
because
never
the
give me a
statute of
number, I bet, because he wants to hold it over me forever.
forever.
I'm only talking about this because the statute of limitations expired like 10 years ago.
But you were looking into it. When was the last time I opened up my AOL account? Do you know?
Let me check.
Oh, that's so funny. And by the way, I like that girl. Why would she give you my AOL? Like, that's a fucking dick move. I don't think we ever had
There's
any.
that word.
I don't think we ever had any, like, a bad. You know what I mean? It wasn't that kind of a.
You never think it is.
Oh. Fuck.
I could tell you things, but I won't.
Oh no. Oh, that's a bummer.
I have a question. Nicole, are you enjoying this show tonight?
Yeah.
Good.
So you're the one.
Well, she can't leave. She's the one of us. She's the one person here who can't leave. I have to move her. Talk about a captive audience. I loved that movie Boxing Helena as a kid. It was my favorite. And I manifested that life. Don Giller.
You blew it. You did it.
I know some trivia about that movie.
Oh, go ahead. I was just kidding because of the premise, but go ahead.
I know, but
Oh.
is it common knowledge that Kim Basinger was originally that role?
And what happened? She had all her arms and legs?
She backed out. She backed out of it. I don't know if it was because it was too risque or what, but it was originally supposed to be for her.
I don't know if I buy that. I buy that they either wrote it for her or they wanted her. I don't buy that she took it and then didn't know. Because, like, it's in the script what happens. Like, nothing would happen on set where all of a sudden, like, oh, wait a second, no. But I definitely buy that, like, it was written for her or, they wanted her. They offered it to her first and she turned it down.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that probably would have been a whole different, like, I love Sherilyn Fenn. Sherilyn Fenn is her name, right? The one who did from Twin Peaks and the other stuff. I actually really like that
Twin
actress.
Peaks, yeah.
She turned it down because
I think we watched it one time.
No, she turned it down because she wanted so much to work with Mickey O'Rourke.
Oh, that's interesting too. He's making a joke, but there could have been a conflict. She made a lot of movies at that time.
Maybe.
That was 1986. When was Boxing Helena?
I think it was after Batman.
Yeah, I think you're right.
92 maybe?
Yeah, that sounds right.
89.
It was 89?
Oh, no, 89 was the first. Maybe it might have been 92.
No, for Boxing Helena. I think it was after Batman. Batman was 89, yeah.
Ryan, I was not being faux enthusiastic. I'm just doing a lot of stuff.
This is fascinating.
I was not trying to be I'm sorry. God damn it, really, I don't know how to be around people is really my situation. Yeah, he said, I'm excited to come to San Francisco, and I said, great, or something that wasn't enough, I guess. And please don't take it the wrong way, man.
I think your delivery on all sorts of stuff like that is funny, though.
Boxing Helena
but
was
you
90,
get me.
90,
Like, you know me and you get me. If you don't, Donz is right. I am just a dick. And I'm more aware of that than I've ever been.
That's your word, not mine.
Oh, you said it first earlier. Maybe I did.
No.
I did.
It was her. She did. Either way, whoever said it was right. We know it.
Boxing Helena,
We're
was
going
that, Don?
for a record here. Two
Boxing
hours
Helena
and
was
15 minutes.
93.
Boxing Helena was 93? Okay.
Yeah. And Batman was 89.
Right.
So you're lying again.
No, I think it was... Okay, yeah. Yeah. There was something to do with it. Kim Basinger got that much bigger after Batman, I thought, and because of that, maybe it was money or something. I don't know. But
Maybe
I could
you're
be wrong.
thinking of Angelina Jolie.
If I had to venture a guess, I would say that Alec Baldwin shut that shit down.
Oh, that's a good call.
Because they were married or at least together at that point. And
then they did
you
The
know,
Getaway.
Yeah. And just in general, just in general, they were in the news a lot back then.
Yeah.
I can't believe you have people watching this.
Why?
Do we? I have no idea.
I love it.
I really don't pay attention to that part.
Fascinating stuff.
It's always about delivering a quality program. It's the PBS way.
Yeah, they married in 93.
The great.
They married in 93. Oh, there you go.
And the Getaway was a year later.
I feel like the Scooby Gang just solved a crime.
Sorry, that was the Beans.
Beans. He's got beans now. We got one of those.
Yeah, sorry.
We're hitting all the buttons tonight. Did we say bubbles? Somebody say bubbles? It's time for bubbles. More bubbles. I wish we had a P-boy, Donz. Wouldn't that be something? If we had a P-boy.
David Elmer.
Is that who P-boy was?
Yep.
I love how you can pull that out so quickly. I envy that.
It's sad.
You're working towards it, Mike.
Yeah, I'm on my way, but I have a lot to learn.
Yeah, but you're doing the work. You're doing the work to get there.
Donz Inc.
Give my best to
Mike is
Rupert
baked.
Lee, okay?
He's baked. He's just watching television.
Yep.
He's talking to the TV every once in a while, but
Yep,
most of all, he's just watching TV.
Who
I've
is?
seen it. Now I get it.
Who's watching TV?
You.
What do you mean? Oh,
Is the TV talking back to me directly? Oh,
Yeah,
good
can you hear it
grief.
now? Or do you see it in your room?
Oh, God, this is hilarious. What a weird world we all
You
live
watching
in.
Friends
I
episodes?
love this.
All right, I think, do we do it, man? This is crazy. I mean,
And then
this
some, and
is-
then some, brother.
Now it's like a long
still
FaceTime with your
taping?
family. Tomorrow, GVBC
I
Mill
thought you
Creek
said-
Summit. Sunday. Watch them shake hands with the devil as they race through the gates of hell. Sunday at Raceway Park. Bigfoot, barefoot, grave digger. I'll stop now. Sunday,
More of Albert.
Zuma Cars and Coffee at Killer Shrimp in Marina Del Rey. I know it's confusing because it's Zuma Cars and Coffee, Zuma Beach in Malibu. They got kicked out of Malibu, and it's a whole thing. Stay out of Malibu, Lebowski! And they're at Killer Shrimp now in Marina Del Rey. So we're going to be there at 8 o'clock in the morning, and we'll see you there. That'll be a lot of fun. Then we're going to head over to do our thing after that up in Malibu at Cafe de la Plage. Man, a lot of stuff going on. And then there might be something Saturday. I just, when I was writing the card, I couldn't think of what it was, and I didn't have time to look. Is what it is. Brian S. says, ha ha ha. It's okay. Oh, life goes on. Nobody's perfect. Done. Don Giller. Thanks to Don Giller for being here. This has been a real rare treat. I like how he came when
I'm
I
sorry,
was
what?
when I was he took when I was he came in came in when I'm not at my best. Thank you for that.
Here's to the both of us being dicks.
Oh, your word, not mine. I don't know. Third base. Yeah, Mike, congrats, man, for real, on a year with the Letterman podcast. I remember when you were begging me to do it, and I was like, you're the guy for that. But I'm really enjoying watching your success because I feel like we are part of that from the outside. I will ask you at some point, now that you're a year in and have your own successful podcast with your own beautiful set there, that find a black curtain and a podium for our show with a clock on it. If I have to send you a PayPal, we'll figure that out, or we'll get it sponsored. I bet Auto Kennel will send it. What do you need, a clock and a podium? Here it goes. It'll show up from Amazon. And I'm telling you, I think we might have something here, because if you actually looked like a producer over there instead of a host of another show, and we have a little show over here, and then you get Don Giller over there doing the same thing, this may turn into its own thing.
I'm in.
I know you are, and I know you've always wanted it. I'm letting you know you've done the work to make that possible.
Thank you, my friend. That means a lot to me.
Congratulations
That seems right
to
to my
you.
heart.
Breaks your
Thank
heart.
you, sir.
Breaks your heart.
It means the world to me. I love you guys, and I just love this so much.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, back to Donz. Thanks for tuning in from the cave, man. Yep. He's working the mime. He's working the mime. Oh, I'm a mime. I'm a mime. Back next week. Back next week. Blah, blah, blah. See you later. What a night. Oh, there's the kitty cat. Kitty cat. Oh, yeah, and R.I.P. Meow Meow. Damn it. God damn you, Donz.
Wow.